Sometimes accidents at work are funny, and it's okay to laugh. This sure isn't a statement that a channel with safety in its name should be making, but I've certainly made my fair share of humorous mishaps, so I really can't throw stones at that glass house too hard. The intrinsic humor of some of these clips can't be denied when the video shows near misses or cuts before an accident reaches a tragic conclusion. It's a natural response to try and find humor in bad situations, particularly when we can identify with them. One reason why workplace safety can often feel so hard to take seriously is because we each don't want to imagine the extent of the consequences that can arise from the routine risks we take day to day. If you were to ask a steel factory worker in the late 1800s what worried them the most about their job, and asked a modern day steel factory worker the same question, the answers would be likely very similar. But ask those same two workers when the last time one of their coworkers died, and those answers would be vastly different on average. In fact, ask yourself in whatever industry you're in, when was the last time someone died in your industry, or when you even last thought of that possibility? Whatever your answer is, I'm sure it differs from that of previous generations, and that the possibility is a lot less prevalent in your mind. There are a lot of reasons for the dramatic decline throughout the 20th century, continuing to this day, in major workplace accidents. The rise of labor unions had a large impact on safe working conditions and still does. OSHA in the United States and other agencies across the world also play a positive role. The insurance industry encourages businesses to make safety a priority in their workplace. And individual worker education and expectations also plays a very large part as well. These surely are not the only factors, but probably have been the primary motivators for how dramatically far the needle has shifted the past few decades. This is one of the reasons that some workplace accidents can evoke such a humorous response. Severe accidents are increasingly uncommon and now not so very personal. In the EHS industry, we talk a lot about leading and lagging indicators. Leading indicators are signs forewarning of a potential accident vector. This can be things like a jump in minor lacerations, increased near-miss reporting or safety concerns, the introduction of a new machine or process that introduces risk, and many others. Lagging indicators are accident vectors that have already produced tangible results or actual incidents or injuries. I'm certainly not a genius for pointing out that by the time lagging indicators manifest, it's already too late. While there is, in my opinion, still too much emphasis on lagging indicators, the simple fact that leading indicators are being identified much more often makes the real personal consequences of workplace accidents all that much less of an impact to the average employee or employer. Sentiments like, "It won't happen to me though," "I'm better than that," "We don't have those kinds of issues in this company," or "We can't afford it," can stem from this lack of personal experience with the consequences of accidents and injuries. And when it comes time to think about safety, the most common image that springs to mind now, for many, is that funny fail video. I say all of that to say this. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we've reached a point where the vast majority of workers identify more with rough-cut near-miss videos than the dangers they actually face in the workplace. But take that with a massive grain of salt. Just because something doesn't happen all that often anymore doesn't mean that it can't and isn't devastating when it does. The key factors in safety training and a good safety program is awareness and engagement. All of the training sessions, seminars, PPE rules, safety committee meetings, and insurance requirements amount to exactly nothing if the organization and its workforce are not aware and engaged, not only of their own safety, but everyone's. So accept the humor of some workplace accidents. They can't be undone. It can be another tool towards raising awareness and engagement in a world full of risk. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, leave comments if it helped or if it didn't, and consider subscribing to the channel. Be safe and productive out there, and remember, life is risk. Manage it well.